What's going on, good people? It is time
live.
We is live. He's very much so live. What's going on, good people? It is time for Impact Wrestling review for 2/22, 2018. I know we're a little bit late. We're gonna do a little kind of abbreviated type of review tonight. And I ain't told Casey what we doing at all, but
we do have coupons. So
anyway, we're gonna do a little bit of an abbreviated review. Now, see what I'm gonna do. Okay, what we gonna do? We're gonna give our top trace moments. Top trace, and if you want to talk about anything else, you can. But our top 3 moments from tonight's show. Because, like I said, I didn't get a chance or matches. I didn't really. I was watching it, but Casey was rushing me, so I had to skim through it some. And I blame Chase. So I'm gonna let Chase, start off with his number 3 moment of the night. He probably like so confused and don't know what his number 3 moment gonna be.
I mean, or we could, go through the show like we always do. So I ain't gotta think off the top of my head what's my thing. Rabbit.
Rabbit has come in. Rabbit has come in. Okay, I mean, what's your favorite moments from the show then? Trying to like, you got moments that you liked because you said the show was good. You said I want to review that show. I want
to go through it all. I don't want to just pick 3 things. I want to go through it all.
All right, that's good. Let's do it. Let me find my notes here. Let me find my notes here. Impact Wrestling. We just going back to the original plan. So ignore everything I just said. Just ignore every. Good thing Rabbit didn't hear none of it. Ignore everything I just said. Let's start out with LAX versus the Cult of Lido. Start out with that. I mean, I feel like it's a good way to start. Non-title match. I thought this was good. I love the Cult of Lee. I love watching Caleb Conley and Trevor Lee together. I feel like Trevor Lee, even though he is really good as a singles guy, he's almost built as a tag team guy. Like he's so good in a tag team. Like it doesn't matter who he's with. When he was with Brian Myers, it was really good. And now with Caleb Conley, he's been really good. And I'm really liking it. And I like they kind of got this chemistry. I don't know why they have this chemistry, but they have this sort of chemistry. I love them wearing the bandanas. That makes me laugh. I'm just cracking up when they wear the friggin' bandanas. That's always funny. But there was some good stuff in this match. Like I said, I love watching Caleb Conley and Trevor Lee in this match. I thought they did a really good job. They do end up winning the match, and I felt like this being a non-title match, as soon as they said non-title, I'm like, okay, the Cult of Lee win. Because like this being a non-title match was an excuse for them to allow the Cult of Lee to win. So I thought it was a good match, good way to open the show, especially with these tag teams that can friggin' go pretty much everywhere. But Casey, thoughts on the Cult of Lee versus Lax?
Versus laxative. Oh no, I get it.
Lacrosse, I mean.
Oh, it's not laxative. Oh, my B. I liked it. I feel like when the Cult of Lee first got together, I was kind of on the fence about it because I feel like we both felt like it was weird that they were just randomly put together and like there was really no explanation as to why. But as it's going on, I definitely like it. I love them in this feud with LAX. I think the way they kind of mock LAX with the bandanas and everything is hilarious. The one week when they came out with like the flower shirts and the short shorts, that was hilarious. They're just really funny, and I love them as a tag team. I think either of them could do well, as singles guys, but I love them as a tag team. And, LAX, obviously, they that blue pill because they stay so, so hard. I can't. They serious like, they serious like a late period like we are. We serious, joke around here. Why is Siri coming on my phone?
Because you said serious and she thought you said Siri. Hey, Siri. Why don't you search serious like a late period and see what comes up? LAX. Anyway.
Hey Siri. What is serious like a late period?
My my web search turn something.
I'm so done. I'm done. Rip. Rabbit should be returning sometime soon. He exited the call, so he should be back here in a second. But as we move on, I closed my notes out by accident. I apologize. We got the jobber match of the night. It was Brian Lee versus Hunter Law. I didn't want to see Hunter Law get beat like that though, so I didn't. I skipped it because I knew Cage was gonna go hurt the man, and I'm waiting for Brian Cage's real matches. Casey, thoughts on Brian Cage versus Hunter Law? Brian Cage a big fella, by the way. That man should not. He too big. That man too big. Right? And then he be doing the dive sometimes. I don't think he brought it out yet, but he be doing the dive sometimes. I saw it in Lucha Underground. I saw it. This man need to chill out. He doing too much. Casey, thoughts?
You know, you're right. You're right. You know, Brian Cage, he a big fella, but you know, when you see him in person, you know, at a convention and he ain't in his gear and he's just wearing shorts, that man skips leg day. I'm just saying, that man got some skinny legs, and I'm like, bro, you can't be that big and have them. But yeah, you ain't gotta kill this man like that. You ain't like, you got some big fellas you could put in there with Brian Cage, bro. You ain't gotta. Yeah, man. At least did you at least pay him well? Like, you know, give him a good pay for that, like, cause he dead. Like, he need them hospital bills paid, cause he probably still in the intensive care unit right now, cause he was killed. He did. Rip.
And if you want to talk about any backstage segments, I'm not going to. But if you want to, feel.
That one when they was backstage, that was a good one. That one.
You know, I think they was talking that one time too. They was talking.
Yeah, and there was people. There was people there too.
Yeah, and they were saying some words back there. Yeah, they was saying some words. But anyway, moving on, we go into Destiny Wrestling in Toronto. Petey Williams versus Matt Sydal. Okay, this my issue first off. Now, and I talked to Casey about this, and I feel like Rabbit would agree. He probably would completely like agree and be like, they don't need to be doing this, because I think he said it last week. But Petey Williams versus Matt Sydal for the Grand Championship in Destiny Wrestling. Why? Like I guess that's my issue. My issue is, why is Petey Williams, an Impact guy, going up against Matt Sydal, another Impact guy, in Destiny Wrestling? Like, where is the Destiny Wrestling showcase besides their ring and arena and that terrible freaking bike that Matt Sydal was on? That, you know, nothing says you know, mom and papa indie show like a terrible microphone. But anyway, this was a good match though. I enjoyed it. I love freaking Petey Williams roll through into the sharpshooter. I love me a good old roll through. I mean, I love it.
Only thing he likes more is a roll up.
Only the kind with the fruit in it. But anyway, but I thought this was a good match. They worked well together. I just don't know how I feel about this wrestling and Boy the City Wrestling with them loose friggin' ropes. Boy the City Wrestling. You know, what else they got? They got AAA. I can kind of be okay with. AAA is a little bit different. You know, they royalty out there. I ain't there, but they royalty out there. You know, we don't know their achievements. But you know, other than that though, this was a good match. It was an enjoyable match. Obviously Matt Sydal was gonna win this. I didn't realize it was a Grand Championship match until Matt Sydal won, and I saw it on these notes right here. I didn't realize that it was a Grand Championship match. I was like, oh, well, okay. Also, like, can we get some storyline behind the Grand Championship? I'm just saying, like, can we get a little something behind it? Because because they can build off of him changing the rules type thing. Even if they turn him heel, they can build off that too. But like, I don't understand. Why is there no storyline ever with this title? Doesn't make sense. It's just random people challenging for the title, having good matches, but random. Casey, thoughts on Petey Williams versus Matt Sydal for the Grand Championship in can't replace skin. Destiny Wrestling. Good remember. I had everything but that.
So where was this match out again?
You know, it was in that wrestling of Destiny.
Okay.
I bet you somebody named Destiny on it though. I'm telling you, that somebody named Destiny. No, they got open.
Yeah, but she probably spelled it differently. Like she probably spelled it like Destinea. Yeah, because she want to be different. She thinks she.
Destiny. That's not even Destiny. That's Destiny. Like,
That would be Destiny, bruh.
it would. It's Destiny.
What's the big body of water that divides countries? It's called the sea. SEA. Fool.
That's hard to say. Shut up.
When you go over to London, you have a nice cup of tea. TEA. Fool. This man don't know how to spell.
Oh, it's sweet Thai. Come on now, sweet Thai.
But the match was good. Obviously, anytime you have these two in a match together, it's going to be good. But similar to your complaints, I don't have a problem when they go to these other promotions because that's one of the things I've liked about the change in Impact in the past year or two, whatever, when they started working with other promotions. I like to get that kind of fresh aspect. Sometimes you get bored with the same show in the same building and it's not there's nothing different. But I would like to see Impact stars face stars from these promotions. Make it worth it, show off these guys. Maybe introduce us to wrestlers we haven't seen before and then we would want to go see them. Help build other guys up, not just go to another promotion and have a match with your guys. That's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense.
Why don't we have our guy go to another promotion and go against our guy? I just think that right there.
I think that the NFL should actually do this. I think that one team for every game, the whole season, one team and another team should go to a completely different stadium and play there. Yeah, I think. Same with the NBA, and the MLB, NHL, all those. Yeah, I think this is the new. This is
it's like two male teams going to play on the CFL field. It's like that. It's like that.
Yeah. You're right.
It's like that. But anyway, Rabbit.
I think an NFL team should play in an NHL court.
You know what? True. NHL court? Did you say? I
couldn't think of the word, right?
Not how that works. Anyway, Rabbit, we kind of just talking it, but
talking it
in at this point. Let's get your thoughts on LAX versus Dakota Lee that started the show, the non-title bout. That's how we felt, for real. How we felt. Okay, Rabbit still ain't with us. Technical. Oh wait, hold up. Turn something real quick.
I feel like he's trying to be with us, but it's not working though.
I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to figure it out what I am. Rabbit? Rabbit, you there, bro? Okay, we're gonna move on. He'll be here soon. Oh yeah, after the match. Let's talk about after the match, and then maybe Rabbit will be here. Rabbit, say something whenever you come back. Rabbit, say something because he might be away from you. Anyway, after the match, we had Sydal taking out the scroll from his advisor. He legit said scroll. It was a piece of paper. The scroll from his advisor. And he was talking about how he would be challenging Taiji Ishimori for the X Division Championship on March the 8th, bruh. When that don't let me go ahead and mark that in the calendar, cause that's gonna be good. Even though Sydal ain't gonna win, still though I'm hyped. And I was telling Casey this. I feel like they could use this if they wanted to, as a heel turn from outside L, because he kind of sounded heelish tonight. Like I don't know what it. I don't know if it's because I had no idea what he was saying because the mic was awful, and you know, but I don't know if that's what it was. But I feel like he could do a heel turn with this type of thing. Am I wrong?
I feel like for me at least, Matt Sydal is one of those guys that I just can never see being a heel.
You couldn't see Sami Zayn as a heel either, and he is right now.
That was different.
You could not see it at all. You said
Sami Zayn can do anything he wants because he'd go.
Anyway, there was somebody. I'm trying to think. There was somebody that turned heel that we were like, that ain't gonna work, and it did. Who was it?
He'd go. He'd go.
Who was it though?
Yeah, man.
You remember? It was. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if it was an Impact or WWE. I can't remember right offhand, but there was somebody that turned heel, and we were like, that's not gonna work, and it worked. Who was it?
Emma, Alexa.
No, I knew Alexa could be a heel. Have you seen that girl? That girl is the hot cheerleader from high school who doesn't talk to anybody.
We didn't know that initially right before she turned, though.
Oh, I knew it. I could see. Anyway, Rabbit, have you returned?
Now I gotta think. Who did?
Keep blacking out.
Who did we?
But I remember us talking about it though. We talked about it and we were like, "This ain't gonna work." Like I think it was an Impact, if I'm not mistaken. Was it EY?
That might have been it. Yeah.
Yeah, because we said this ain't gonna work because we never seen Eli really as like a legit like. I think it's when he went with the crazy gimmick or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The spitting the freaking snot rockets into the crowd. No. Where that at though? I'm just saying, WWE, where that at though? Like that's part of the heel persona dang on it. But yeah, I think that was the one because he was like so happy-go-lucky, EY for so long, and even when he won the title, he was kind of happy-go-lucky EY. Bruh, I'm tired. I still hate when people say he's the same as Daniel Bryan. I really do. Like just because, bruh. Just because Casey and I had goatees at the same time, that don't mean we was the same person. I'm just saying, like, I told Ryan, I was like, bro, that's like saying, bro, they both got nipples, so obviously they're the same person. No, that's not. Yes. Oh God.
I mean, it was around the same time, and
he was the most over guy in the company.
And so was Daniel Bryan.
Okay, God forbid you put the title on the most over guy in the company. No, don't do it. Please, no.
They wouldn't have done that if WWE didn't do it. They stole that from WWE. You can't even lie. They would not have done that.
I don't think they stole it. I feel like he was the most over guy in the company and he got an opportunity, he took it. Lies. Liar. Nope. Bruh, these people are so dumb. Anyway, Rabbit still trying to make his way. He said he keep blacking out, so I don't know if he'll be with us tonight. But if he ain't, we'll keep trugging along. Jimmy Jacobs and Congo Congo backstage, so that was fun. And then they came to the ring. Segment of the night. They came to the ring. Called out Abyss. Well. They didn't get Abyss. They got Grandma Jenny. And I laughed my butt off. Like it was the greatest thing ever. I loved it. It was like for whatever reason, Grandma Jenny ain't look old like talking about it. She looked like she was real young. I'm just saying, she ain't look she don't like she be making the pies or nothing, But Jacob called her an old hag, and she gave him a slap, or like right across the face, like that. Like that's how that go. Anyway, but as they were about to kind of, she was gonna get her. They Congo Khan was gonna beat her up. Let's like that. Congo Khan was gonna get her, and I was kind of mad he didn't know because Joseph Park came out, and you know Jimmy keep pressing him for abyss. It ain't gonna happen. No, he ain't getting no abyss. You ain't getting no abyss, bro. It ain't gonna happen. I ain't abyss. Abyss is gone forever. So when did abyss retire though? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Curious when abyss retired though, or did he die? Like which one? One of them had to have.
He died.
You know, he was too beautiful. He had to leave. I understand. I get it. But basically, Congo Kong beat up poor Joseph Park with Grandma Jenny watching from the corner. This was shameful, and Grandma Jenny didn't deserve to see that. So I want justice for Grandma Jenny. Hashtag justice for Grandma Jenny. And I don't mean not that justice. But anyway, Casey, any thoughts on Grandma Jenny? I mean, she was the star of the segment. Let's be honest, Casey. Any thoughts?
This segment, man, like, am I the only one who immediately when we saw Grandma Jenny walking down the rampway, I immediately thought of The Rock, This Is Your Life. But this was so, like, this was so bad it was good. Like, this lady, I don't know who she was, but she had to be at the oldest, like in her maybe mid-30s. And she had the wig on, which didn't make her look any older. And she just talked normally, which made it sound like she was. I'm like, bro, at least make it sound like you're old. Like, come on now. I'm done. I can't. And then Joseph Park comes out and just the.
Like, I was just saying, like, why Joseph Park in his tracksuit though? This man ain't coming to fight. This man supposed to be coming straight from his law. Well,
I promised my grandma. The way he said grandma, I couldn't.
Oh my god. Rabbit, you got any thoughts on the Grandma Jenny segment?
What's up? Yes. I knew when they told that picture down last week, I knew something was up. When I seen her walk down to the aisle, I could not stop laughing. I knew it. This is what I like. I like writing like this. When you take the picture off the wall and the next week she show up, I like that.
Let's go back to the first match we had for Rabid. Kind of give his thoughts on, which was LAX versus the Cult of Lee. I'm liking Cult of Lee with the bandanas though. Rabid, you got any thoughts on that match?
Yeah, it went smooth. It was a good match. It was decent. I like the Cult of Lee. I like this little thing he got going on, and both of them work good together in the match and a tag team too. Smooth combos. They break the ring off. I like them too, man. As a tag team. But the LAX. Go ahead.
No, you good. Keep going.
But LAX, I'm not feeling. I ain't never never feeling them at all. But now I think they really fell off the map. I think Santana, Santana be doing the off the back moonsault joint. That'd be pretty too. When he spin off the top of main man back moonsault joint, standing moonsault. That'd be pretty. But I think he should need to be going his own by himself, man. In the end of it, for the X Division title or something, man. Because he's nice, but you can't really see it as much as in the tag team because they tag team with main man with the Ushbush. Then they tag him back and forth. So he can't really get in the flow that I see he got. You know what I'm saying? So I like to see more of him. The tag team with the LAX, I've been over them. You know what I'm saying? But I like the Cult of Lee joint. You know what I'm saying? I like that.
And the jobber match, Brian Cage versus Hunter Law, that I didn't watch.
Shit, you ain't watch? Oh yeah.
I didn't watch it because I just knew I wasn't gonna see enough out of it to care.
But one thing about it, I mean, just like last week when we were disappointed about the 110-pound guy they threw in there. This is the same thing, but he had a nice joint where he choked him and then threw him up on the ropes and clotheslined him. That joint was nice, and I like that. But I can't stand the name of his finisher. It's like, who thought of that? Drill Claw? What the hell? What is that? Drill Claw? I'm sitting there thinking, who thought of that? And then went along with that, man. What? Terrible, terrible name, but he looked good, man. I just need him against somebody better, man, than what they doing. But other than that, he looks good.
And now we're going to Petey Williams versus Matt Sydal for the Grand Championship in Destiny Wrestling. I had no idea this was for the Grand Championship until Matt Sydal held up the belt. And also, I feel like my biggest point on this that you missed while you weren't here was why is this not a showcase of anybody from Destiny Wrestling? If you're gonna go to Destiny Wrestling, why are you putting two of your guys together at Destiny Wrestling? It don't make any sense.
Destiny Wrestling? Oh yeah.
You got any thoughts on the Grand Championship match? Because I think we'll be caught up as soon as we get there.
Oh, I bet. The Petey, you talking about the Petey Williams joint, Sydal joint, right?
Yeah.
It was again a decent match. My man Sydal worked on that leg into the man. He had a nice when he worked on the leg into the submission joint. It was pretty, man. I like stuff like that, man. Anybody that do the combo joints like that, man, I love that. He did reverse off the Canadian Destroyer joint. Pretty shit. That's pretty. I like that when it go flawless too. It's even pretty. But Petey Williams just looked a little winded to me. I don't know what that was about. He was winded early too. So I don't know what's going on with him. He had a nice pop-up powerbomb though. You know what I'm saying? But it just looked like he just winded the whole time. You know. But it was a decent match. Nice match to sit down and watch pure wrestling. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't no look it up alert, nothing like that. Sydal looks nice in this match.
All right. Moving on to, as we're all caught up now, Moose versus Alberto El Patron at Future Stars Wrestling. Is that the same thing as Future Stars of Wrestling? Ain't that a thing too? Like, isn't that a thing? Future Stars of Wrestling too?
I don't know. Probably.
I think it is. I was like, is that the same thing? But I thought this was a good match. I liked it. Definitely one I'm going to go back and watch in full because I did kind of skip around a little bit in this match. But I like that it was hard hitting. I like that there was just a lot going on. And with these two guys, like you expect it to be a really good match, which I think it was. Kind of wondering what's the purpose of it though. Like what's it mean for both men? Because it was kind of like thrown together. I felt like, but overall, from a match standpoint, I thought it was good. Casey, thoughts on Moose versus Alberto El Patron?
I didn't really watch this match.
Same. Okay. Rabbit.
Alberto Patron, man, I love his activity. You know, I like wrestling with big action. He won it, man. Real fluid in the ring. I like it. It was a good match. You know, Moose, man. He's not on a beast animal level as my man last week, but he's sniffing around that earth. Man, this man, 6'9", he be doing a stand kick over the top rope, man. That thing be pretty, man. Pretty. Pretty. But my man had a nice speed in the ring counter on Moose versus Bigfoot. Man, it was a nice little match, man. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like these two going at each other because their styles don't mix together, don't match together. But this was a good match because they went outside the ring. One man went on the outside, hit man with that big boot on the outside. That was pretty too. But these two together, we ain't seen much of them. I like it. It was a decent match.
Rabbit, I don't know what happened, but like you got really low on me. Like the volume got really low. Not sure what it was. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Say some words.
You got me?
Oh man, hold up.
Yeah.
So can you repeat a little bit of that? Cause like I don't know what happened, but you got real low on me.
You can hear me, y'all?
Oh yeah, I hear you now.
All right, bet. But like I was saying, it was a decent match. I like these two together. I mean, I don't like these two together because their styles of wrestling is they don't mix together. I don't like their styles, but they put on a good match, man. I like the physicality in the match. I like the speed, and then I like the counters too. My man Moose had a counter with the high drop kick. That's pretty. I love that high drop kick. You can still hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, bet. I love the high drop kick in the corner, man. When he just stand there, he like 6'8", man. That thing be pretty, man. When he jump all the way up there, man, that'd be some pretty stuff. But these two together put on a good match today. I don't like their styles to go on for the future though. You know what I'm saying? Their styles together don't mesh, but they put on a good match. I like the big boot Moose had on the floor too. But nice floor match though, man. DJ.
All right. Moving on to OVE versus Bobby Lashley and Eddie Edwards. I like this. Surprise! It was kind of weird that Sami Callihan wasn't in this match. It's like the whole caveat behind this, I feel like. So it was kind of weird that he wasn't in this match, considering, you know, Lashley is kind of the big thing that they're going after. Like all of them, but Sami Callihan was kind of the figurehead over it. I thought that was kind of weird, but, you know, it wasn't too bad of a tag team match. Definitely felt like Eddie Edwards looked good as usual. And I think Lashley did what Lashley does. I'm still liking OVE. I think the Chris do a good job, you know, with each other. I like their style with each other. I've always been a big fan of OVE since they came in. I know I was about to say Lashley. I know Rabbit isn't a big fan of the Chris brothers and OVE, but I like them though. I think they do a pretty good job. But Eddie Edwards ends up hitting the Boston knee party. But good involvement by Sami Callihan there near the end to kind of, you know, slightly save the match for that, you know, for his team. But it was definitely good. I thought it was a good match. I liked it. Kind of good little match to kind of get you ready for the main event. But Casey, thoughts on OVE versus Lashley and Eddie Edwards? If you didn't watch the last match, why are we talking about this whole show? Anyway, Casey.
You know, I didn't watch it. No, I'm playing. It was a good match. Like DJ, I've always liked OVE since they've come in. Even before that, I was a fan of both of them. But for some reason, to me, Eddie Edwards and Lashley teaming together was just weird to me. Like I get they had like a common enemy and everything, but just it was weird to me. Also, I still prefer Davey Richards, but he went and retired. Made me all sad inside.
Well, shut up.
What?
Anything is possible. Shut up.
He retired. Now he a firefighter though. He be fighting the fires. He be grappling the fires. You know, he be putting them. He be putting up with a suplex, and then he German suplex in the fire, and that's how it works, right? That's how you fight fires, right?
I don't think that's how that worked though.
Oh, so he not like super kicking the fire? That's not.
Nah. I don't think he did that though.
Because I was gonna buy a ticket to the show.
You know, I don't think it's how it works.
I was trying to go to the fire department's website and, you know, to get the ticket. Couldn't find the link though. Like I was thinking, you know, maybe they were just fixing the site and they took it down. So I was trying to get the tickets so you could watch them fight the fires. But
I'm done. Rabbit, you got any thoughts on Eddie Edwards and I'm gonna say Davey Richards? Thanks a lot, Casey. Eddie Edwards and Lashley versus OVE.
Yeah, it was okay. It was just okay. You know what I'm saying? Certain spots in it was decent. I mean, I never liked OVE ever as a tag team championship team. Put it like that. They was decent as a wrestling team. They worked good together, combos. But as a championship team, I never was on board with that. You know what I'm saying? what's his name? Chris. He had a nice big boot on his joint though, and the elbow. I like when he had the elbow rakes in the corner when you rub the elbow all in the man nose and all that stuff. I like that, you know, because as long as you make it look realistic, it's nice. I like the fact that Eddie Edwards in this match, he looked more fluid. He looked like he was more in shape and more ready to wrestle than he previously was in the other matches. So he looked better in this match. I like the Boston Knee Party. I like the finish of this match too. But you know, my man, the Beast, the Monster Animal, had a nice, pretty spear on the floor, almost knocked my man into the crowd, you know. But other than that, it was just a mellow match. My man had a nice big boot though. I think his name Chris or something on OVE. Nice big boot at the end though. But other than that, I don't understand how Edwards and Lashley, what are they doing? I don't understand it. Like my man said, this doesn't make any sense, them two together. It just seems dumb and odd. It just don't go along with what's been happening over the year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just seems odd. DJ?
All right. Let's move on to the main event of the evening, which was Johnny Impact going up against Ethan Carter the third for the number 10 spot. Carter has Tyrus in his corner for like 10 minutes. Bro, they gonna do this Tyrus leaves EC3 thing? Like this, like the third time, bro. I'm done. I'm done with this. But this is a good match. I like these two a lot. And I've always felt like the main event picture for Impact, TNA, NWA, TNA, GFW has always been pretty consistent, and I'm liking this too. Even though obviously EC3 won't go win, unfortunately. But it was a good match though. Freaking, I love Johnny Impact. I cannot get enough of this parkour style. Speaking of Johnny Impact, when he got out the car and he rolled the suitcase and then he went and grabbed it, I was like, I love this man so much. I was like, this is my favorite dude ever. I love this man. But yeah, this was a good match. So they worked very well together. Tyrus, this man, shoving people and leaving, and that's why EC3 was robbed. I still don't feel like EC3 has gotten back to his old self. Like, yes, he's a heel now, but like he ain't really got back to his old self. And he probably won't get back to his old self because no EC3 don't do it. But anyway, I mean, overall, you know, a good match. I liked it. I'm excited for Johnny Impact versus Austin Aries because that, bruh, because bruh. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I was watching the video package with my boy Eli Drake, and after watching him last week in that match, I miss him. I miss him as global champion. Dang on it. He deserves it. He deserves it. He's the fact of life, and that's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. Casey, you shut your mouth. He deserves it. Let me talk to you. This man deserves it. Dang on it. He's wrong. He won't ready. He won't ready. Anyway. Casey, thoughts on the main event of the evening? Oh, he already.
I mean, you know, the key though is you gotta be speedy with the fire. You know, you gotta get around the fire. You gotta get in that German soup. Oh, sorry, we still not talking. Right, sorry. I like this match. And this is the only thing, like, obviously I love doing the podcast and I love doing like news stories that we do, like breaking news. But that's the only negative thing about it is that we find out things earlier than fans should because we research it and stuff. So we've known that EC3 has been signed with WWE now for a while. So it ruins any matches that he has, you know, from their last recordings. Like, you know, he's not going to win the title. You know, he's not going to get the #1 contendership. You just know it's not going to happen. And that's kind of what ruins it for you with spoilers and things like that. So, I mean, it was a good match either way. You know, you knew it was going to be a good match, but it just kills the believability that he could win. You know, you knew it wasn't going to happen. So,
all right, Rabbit, thoughts on the main event of the evening?
Yeah, I like this match right here. I don't like the Tyrus interference. I just don't understand what the Tyrus thing about. He just come in and come back out. That's just dumb. I don't know what some of these storylines just don't make any sense. These two together, back together out the blue, just don't make any sense. But it was a good fluid match for these two because I don't think I ever seen these two go at it before. You know, they had a match before, so I don't think I think I've seen them before.
I don't think so. I don't think they have, cause when EC3 was in WWE, Johnny Impact was somewhere around the world, and this is the first time they've really been in the same company to actually do anything.
But see, some of these matches right here, I don't like I like some of Impact moves, the way he innovate those moves. But I don't like some of his no sales. I don't like none of that. Like when my man EC3 DDT'd him, he just pops up and then kicks him. You know what I'm saying? You don't remember when he DDT'd him, he stands up, but then he drop kicks him instead of, you know? I don't like that. I just don't like that, man.
I feel like too, like a DDT is one of those moves where you can't like no sell in momentum, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't logically flow. Like a DDT should like halfway kill you.
Exactly, man. He gets DDT, he jumps up and kicks him. And I'm like, what the hell? That's the only I don't like that, man. But EC3 had a nice power bomb out of the Pimmer tent. Then hit him with a TK3 off the top rope. Was pretty. I ain't seen one of those in a while either. But off that top rope was pretty. That was a pretty TK3 off the top rope by EC3. I'm gonna miss that dude because he A1 grade A top notch on the mic. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't really get into the spoilers and all that. But after already knowing he was leaving, you don't really think of him getting the title. So you right on that, man. When you know already ahead of time that he's not getting the title and all that, it takes away from the match itself, the suspense, and then you sitting there watching it thinking, what can happen? You know what I'm saying? So you're right. It takes away from the whole big thing of the match. But it was a good fluid match, and it was a decent match. EC3 had nice DDTs on my man. It was a nice German suplex Impact had with a slide German suplex when he slid out of the ring and caught him at the bottom rope. That was pretty bottom rope suplex when he slid out. I like that right there. That's innovative. I like that. See, I like that stuff when he do stuff like that, but I don't like the no sales when he started doing all that. You know what I'm saying? But that was a pretty sliding German suplex, yeah. And then he be having some pretty leg lariats too, man. I like Impact, man. He had a crucifix pin. You know what I'm saying? So he nice, man. He nice, but I just don't like the no sales. But this was a nice match. I almost got a look it up alert, but I just don't like Tyrus on the side. You know what I'm saying? So that spoils it for me. Tyrus is a big waste of space and time. So I don't know what's going on with him, you know? And to put these two together, then he leave at the end of the match. So I guess they not together no more. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what that was about. You know, DJ?
All right. Well, let's wrap this show up. The Impact Wrestling review for 2/22/18. It was a pretty good show. Casey really liked it. I don't remember him saying them words not one time, though.
I really only wanted to talk about the Joseph Fox segment.
Bruh. So, anyway, we'll see you guys next time. We have a Facebook Live exclusive coming up. We're gonna do a weekly type show on Facebook. Kind of, keep people involved on Facebook along with any previews that we do as well. So be sure to follow the Facebook page, facebook.com/ICW podcast if you haven't already. If you have, then good for you, and share it with a friend. I'm just saying, it's a good idea. You always got to share with your friends. Your friends come over to eat your snacks. It's kind of like that. We just a snack. You trying to, we sharing. We sharing. But anyway, we'll see you guys.
I want to point out one thing that was in this show.
Yeah.
I'm a Chicago Bears fan, and it had a little snippet of Urlacher in that thing, My boy, Hall of Famer, Just go ahead. My bad. Just go ahead. Do your thing.
I like Urlacher. But guys, next time, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well. Also, leave us a comment if you got any thoughts on Impact. Usually our Impact views are pretty good by leaving us comments. So we'll see you guys next time. If we don't respond to you, get on Twitter and be like, bruh, you ain't respond to my comment. You told me to comment. Okay, so make sure you let me know. That's probably gonna be Casey's fault because that's who I'm gonna blame. But anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was the Impact Wrestling Review on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always, say it with me, baby, and I mean always, an Instant Classic.
Instant Classic.
Can't hit the button.